So let me start by welcoming you to this show. This
Thank
is
you.
this is Sportswave Africa, a light sports show, talk show. Sportswave Africa is an organization that strives to foster a healthier sports experience for both coaches and athletes through coaching education programs. Today we have Hellen Obiri, a middle and a long distance runner, online to share her experiences with us as a light athlete. Hellen has achieved a lot in her career, winning two world championships in 5,000 meters, 2017 and 2019. She's a two times Olympic silver medalist, that is in Rio and Tokyo. She's a silver medalist in 10,000 meters, 2022 World Championship, two times Diamond League final winner, 2018 Commonwealth Games, and 5,000 meters gold medalist, and in many more other races, which we cannot mention here. Of course, recently Hellen competed in her first major marathon, New York Marathon. She came out number 6 with the timing of 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 25 minutes and 49 seconds. That's a great achievement, being her first time in to do the marathon from the short and middle distance. That's a very big achievement, Hellen.
Thank you.
I think you've won like everything and anything that can be won in the races, but we still wish you luck so that you can win more. Could you just explain to me when you got to know about running, what motivated you to start running, and when you started serious training to compete?
Okay, thank you so much first for hosting me in your show. I started running the year 2002 when I was in primary school. Back then, in my home, in my parents' home. And from there, when you're at home, you can't train well. Maybe you don't have training facilities. You have to look for someone to give you training facilities. You can't have maybe time to train because you go to school, you come back home. Maybe in home, there's so many things you need to do, of which they cannot allow you to train well. So luckily, after finishing my class 8 in my school, I got joined in Nairobi school, here in sports school, Nairobi Ruta Central School. So that I started my training like seriously, but like I didn't know the event which I will be taking. Like I was running like 200 meters, 400 meters. So you can't know which event you need to do. So back 2008, I joined the KDF. That's how I started maybe running like seriously, because in KDF you have to do like, it's a must to do like serious training. So in 2010, I started like running cross country in KDF championships, in KDF trials, in KDF maybe nationals here in Nairobi. So, but I was doing 400 and 200 meters. I didn't know maybe I can do longer races, but I kept on pushing myself like I can do maybe longer distance. But in 2011, that's the year I started training serious, and like from 2011, I've been doing very well up to now.
Oh, okay. How did you feel when you first learned of your first international competition?
It was 2011 in World Championships in The Hague, South Korea. It was my first to represent country, and it was my first international races. You don't have experience, you don't know who is in the race, you don't know how you want to perform. But for me, it's like, this is a great opportunity. If you go there and you don't perform, I have pressure, like I don't perform, so what do I need to do? So it's like I went there to have some experience. It was 1,500 meters. And I managed to do well up to finals. So from there in finals, I end up not doing very, very well. But from there, I got an experience, maybe for any other races. So how can I want to do? So from there, so I had an experience to run well.
Thank you. I want to get to understand how you felt in terms of challenge. What challenge did you experience? What were you fighting with? You know, it's not, when you compete locally and internationally, first you have to go through, get into a flight, food, climate. Did you face any challenge when you started and when you first heard from your coach that, Hellen, next week or next month we are going to Daegu? What came into your mind, and how
I
did you
can just
overcome it?
I can just say there's a lot. Maybe you need to learn from your teammates, but for me, it was like it started like from the training camp after trials, immediately after trials. So you have that pressure. You are going to send a country. You are only 3 athletes in the event. The coaches are there to push you, to guide you. Maybe sometimes there's a lot of injuries in the camp. Maybe you don't get to train so well. Maybe you have some training mates there. They need to train together, but you are never used to train together. You have never used to train with that coaches. You have never used to maybe somebody to guide you how to train. Maybe I used to train alone. So when the Team Kenya, like, you are going to travel next week and you are going to perform. And that pressure you have, like the whole country watching on you. And like you have a lot of fans that are watching of you. How are you going to perform? So that pressure you have, maybe somebody, my family is watching me, my parents are watching me, my family are back at home. So that may be pressure you have, and it's your new event. You are racing with champions there. Maybe when you look around, you have like this time two times world champion, Diamond League winner, world record holder. And for me, I don't have any title, I don't have a name. Maybe there's not anybody mentioning about you. Even the commentator, they don't know you, they don't know to care about you, how you are going to race. So you are just like, you are there to run. And they don't know how you're going to run, maybe like those athletes, it's your first time. So for me, it was just, I want to run. You want to run. How do you want to run? For me, it was just to run and to finish the race.
Okay. So at the start line, what were you telling yourself? Is there
For me,
something you were telling yourself that, Hellen, you are here, this is what you have to do to finish the race?
When you're a newcomer, I was so excited. Like, I have to run. Like, there's a world champion here, Olympic champion. So for me, am I going to run with those ladies? Am I going to perform? So for me, I wanted to go, like, if I had a time to go like 100 meters in front of them, I could have just say, oh, I've done my best to be here. So you have that like pressure. How am I going to run with those ladies? People are watching you. How do you maybe to do your work to perform well?
So your excitement was mere running with world champions here, Diamond League winners, this, top of the cream athletes. So
That was
your motivation, you were to run. You didn't care.
I used to watch them on TV.
Okay.
Now I was saying, I'm now racing with them.
Yes.
And they want to touch them and they feel, how do they feel? So for me, first time, it was a great opportunity for me. Yeah.
That was very positive. No, most people fail to start because of just feeling scared when they hear of those big names. They feel scared and they do not give their best. But now you've done so many races. You are experienced. When you go to that starting line, when you are at the starting line, do you talk to yourself? I'll still come back. Do you talk to yourself? What do you do that keeps you focused and motivated to do what you want to do. You see, like Usain Bolt, before he starts a race, he does like this. For me, what I understand by him doing that, he's talking to himself. He's telling himself,
Yeah.
I want to take off like an aeroplane. Yeah. You see, for an aeroplane to take off, it has to gain ground speed at a very high speed for it to take off. So that is his way of telling himself what he wants to do to maintain his focus so that he can achieve the performance that he wants. So for your case, out of these experiences, you've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
What do you tell yourself?
For me, I just wave to the crowd. And I have that like tension, pressure. So I do say like, how am I gonna to start this race? Because somebody's here, I'm here, I'm strong, everybody's watching me. And when you are strong, people do expect you to win. So you say, am I gonna win? So for me, I call like I've done this one and this one in my training. So if I've done this one and this one, so I'm capable of winning this race. But how can I start this race? Am I going to start faster or am I going to start like slow? So I do say like I'm going to start like line 3 so that I cannot push that way. So it's my mind like, am I going to start like kicking from 200 meters or 400 meters? How am I going to perform? Am I going to finish well? So sometimes you have that like excitement. What if am I gonna to finish like number 1? What am I gonna do? So that one like it's something like lands in my mind.
So you are always trying to work with the situation the way it is.
Yeah.
But sometimes in the race, you start with a plan like, let me run behind. And then you run behind and the people in front keeps on going and going and going and you struggle. And then you
Yeah.
feel like today things are not working for me. And you feel like stopping, like giving up. At that point, what do you tell yourself? What keeps you, just to follow and, because running behind somebody and this person is strong is sometimes even more stronger than you. Yeah. How do you keep yourself in that moment that you don't give up as much as they're strong and going ahead? Yeah.
Sometimes for me, I say it's my body. It's me, I feel my body. You can just go to a race, you are just like, okay. And then during race time, maybe you feel like you don't need to run. Maybe your body's tired. Maybe your body's down. So maybe when you just like running and somebody's in front of you, as a good athlete, you don't lose hope. You just say, if I'm tired, even those number 1, everybody starts in the race. For me, if I get tired, I say like, I can just push myself. I can't drop maybe the race, maybe I can't give up. If you give up, like we say it's mind. Everything you do is mind. If your mind tells you now you are tired, you can stop. Actually, you can just stop. But if your mind tells you that just to go, you are just fine, you are best. For me, when I race, I can just say, I'm going out there to do my best, and I always say that I'm the best. If I won't say that I'm the best, so when I go there, like I can just lose the race, I can just say I'm not the best. But if you say, let me just try to push at least I'm the best. Can I going to catch up with other ladies? So you motivate yourself, even if you're number last. That's why you see in so many races, somebody can just be number last and finish the race. It depends with the time. Maybe you're number last, but your time is so good. You have run your personal best and you're maybe number 20 there. And somebody is number 10, like it's a little bit seconds. It's a race. You win today, you lose tomorrow. For me, if I win today, I say it's okay. But if you lose again, you say, I'm gonna work hard so that I can win next time. So it's a race. You win, you lose, and you congratulate the winners and the losers. Yeah.
I understand you. But there's one thing that everybody has two minds, the inner mind and the outer mind.
Yeah.
You've mentioned how you feel in your body, and you've mentioned that your mind tells you that you are tired. So how do you convince that mind that is telling you that you are tired, and you don't want to be tired? You just want to keep on pushing and pushing. So how do you convince that mind that is telling you, Hellen, today things are tough and you're not going to make it? How do you convince that mind? Because that is what makes the difference. I do run myself, but sometimes I run and I feel like I plan to go maybe 4 laps. And then you
Yeah.
go the first two, you say like, today I can't manage. So there's a piece of you telling you, stop, it's okay. And then there's a piece of you that wants you to continue. So you as Hellen, that part of your mind that tells you to stop, how do you convince it to keep on going, yeah, and finish the race?
For me, I can just confuse my mind, like saying I've been training for this race like for 3 months. And I've traveled all the way from Kenya to compete. If
Mm,
I stop today, I will have
mm,
that habit of stopping the race. So I can just say that I need to finish this race. Maybe I'm doing 5,000, like for example, it's like just 7 laps. I can just say that it's only laps to go, it's 5. And I've
mm,
done like 7 laps. So
mm,
why should I not finish this one?
mm,
So I just say that it's only you keep on pushing. Let me try to push. So you can just say in my mind, I want to push. If I'm gonna finish like even number last, just
mm.
let me keep on pushing up to the end. You fight. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. It's part of your habit that whatever you start, you have to finish.
Yeah,
You
whatever you
don't
start, even training.
you don't give up.
Yeah, you don't give up.
So it's part of an habit that you have to inculcate in yourself that
Yeah.
when I go to this start line, my aim is to finish. It doesn't matter what position,
Yeah.
but to look at your time.
Yeah. To look at your time and finish.
All right.
Yeah.
I know in amongst the races that you've competed in, some
Yeah.
you've won, some you've not won. Is there any particular race that you really felt disappointed, yeah, with your performance? And in that race, particular race, did you learn something? And did you learn something? And how and then how what plans did you put in place to overcome that disappointment or that challenge?
Oh, maybe there's so many races, but I can just say one. I can remember 2019 Doha World Championships, 10,000
Mm,
meters.
mm,
It's like I had no experience running 10,000.
mm,
So the mistake I did is like to go in front and do like, a pacing.
mm,
You can't do a pacemaker like and finish it like well. It's a championships.
mm.
Time does not matter. It's only medals. So for
Yes.
me, it was like I raced very well, like for 21 laps, in 10,025, so like 3 laps to go, I like my body won't move, like I was so tired and everybody was just pushing me. So I tried to push. Can I push myself? I said, no. Am I going to drop off? No. I said, I've done like 22 laps and it's only 3 laps to go. So, it just felt bad. Like you see
Mm,
somebody, you try to kick, and you see somebody pushing you, like, and you can't catch her. You
mm,
try to kick, you can't, like, and when you finish, like, your legs are tired, like you have done 20K and it's only 10K.
mm,
So I said, what have I done wrong? You can just ask yourself so many questions, but
mm.
sometimes no answers.
Yes.
So you can just say, I made a mistake doing 10K. You
Yes.
say no.
Mm,
What changed? So I say maybe I did a lot of work pacing, like staying in front. Can't just stay in front like half of the race. maybe the other ladies are staying your back and waiting to kick for you. You can't match with them. So I learned a lesson like in a longer distance, you cannot just go out crazy. You want to finish. It's a long journey you are going. So I learned to be patient and wait for your time to come. You can run well. So what I learned is to be patient in the race. You can start race, but you can't finish. So starting, everybody can start. It depends how you are gonna finish that race. So I learned the lesson that I have to be patient in everything I do. In my races, I have to be patient so that you can perform well.
All right. Thank you. So patience is also, patience is key to performance.
Very true.
But sometimes the people who start, they start very fast and they are good people. So you can't give them if you
You know
let them,
yourself.
if you know yourself. So you
Yeah.
must understand yourself.
And don't go with others because other people are going. Don't just follow the people. Just we say listen to your body. Don't listen with other people's body. Everybody has strength. You know we can't like 100% like I'm like somebody. That's why I'm Hellen. I'm racing like Hellen. I'm not listening like somebody else here. So listen to your body. What tells you?
So
Yeah.
you focus, you put attention, you pay attention to yourself, not to what other people are doing.
Yeah.
All right. I get you. Now, when you are preparing for a major championship, like World Championship, like Olympics, at what point in time or period do you start doing specific things? Do you start planning 3 months, in 3 months' time, in 1 month's time, in 2 weeks, or in 6 months? Do you have a program or a plan that when you know it's like 6 weeks or 1 month or 3 months or 6 months, you start doing specific things towards that championship so that you can perform?
Oh, for me, I do 2 weeks to competition. I can start doing like speed because I've done several from the past. So I can just do like time trial, a lot of speed work, so that if I do time trial, I can see how am I going to perform, which time am I going to run. If I do time trial, it's like a same racing. So it tells you about your progress, about your next race. So 2 weeks for me, it's enough for me to focus and so that I can't overtrain. So I can't. So for those weeks, my time will be like it's traveling. You have traveling. You have recovery time. So 2 weeks enough to recover, to eat well, maybe to focus because 2 weeks there's no crazy workout you can do. You can burn yourself out. So 2 weeks is enough for me to focus.
Okay, okay. That is what you do. That is now the tactical part of the race. But what about outside now the field? Like now you are outside life, your social life, your family life. Are there things that you stop doing or you start doing or you continue doing?
Oh, I can just like you can't just stop like I don't do this and this and this. You can just do your things like you are something you need to do because it's like maybe you don't overdo it, but you can just keep on doing it. But you be careful how you wanna do it, how you wanna perform. You can't mix like those things. Maybe you can just see yourself. Maybe if I do this one, it's gonna to help me. It's gonna maybe for me. If it doesn't help you, you stop. But if it works, you continue doing it.
Oh, okay. So you take each race by its own merit.
Yeah, and it depends which race are you going to race. People with other competitors you are going to race with. If maybe it's a small race, you can't maybe like doing some crazy workouts, like tough workouts. So you manage like, what if am I going to do this race and next race? How many days I have between this race and this race?
Yeah.
So you have to see, well, maybe if I do this race like 1 week, 2, I have this race. And this race maybe I start with, it's not like so with so many people like the other one. So for the first race, maybe you can just see if I'm gonna do this one, let me go like first race, like time trial. So the second one, it's like a serious competition. So that's how I do.
And do you research your opponents? And what do you look for?
We do. Maybe when you are going for like let me say like a diamond league, you can just see the star list. Somebody's there, and you can just see like who is maybe strong one. You can just see like first season she has done. If she's much better than you, so you know you have a lot of work to do. And you can just watch the previous races you have raced with her, or maybe some workouts she has done. So you just compare yourself with her. So if you compare the races, and maybe you race with her like previous years, the mistake you did. So you can just say if she has raced this year, this time, and for me I've raced this time. So you can't go, maybe you want to go faster because she's faster than you. So you can just sit back and wait maybe to see how she's going to do. So from there, you can maybe calculate yourself. Am I going to win this race if she's there? So when you go there, you say, I'm strong also. I'm going to do my best. So you can, when you race, you just maybe one eye, you're just watching her, the movement. So she can't go. Maybe you can't just give her a lot of time to go. When she goes out there, just follow. So maybe I'm strong than her during the like last 200 meters or 100 meters. So from there, you can just say, so I'm good to go.
So is it easy to run in the front or at the back?
It depends with the race you are and with the people you are racing with. There's a race, maybe you can't, like, it's a suicide base. Maybe somebody asking for a world record base. You can't say, like, I want to follow the pacemaker. This, like, you are running yourself. You can just sit back and watch the race. So I can't say, like, running in front is good or running back is good. It depends with the race you are racing and with the people you are racing with.
So how fast do you determine this information? At the start line, or when you look at the start list, or when the race is on? That's when you get to know that the type of people that I'm racing with are this kind of people. So I have to watch whether to run in front or at the back, or to increase my pace or to maintain my pace, and even to know at what point to increase.
10 days to race, there's a start list. Okay. So you can just see start list, somebody's here, somebody's here. So when you go there, you know who is there, who is first. So start list will help you maybe to know and to focus and to be well prepared so that I'm going to race with somebody. So you prepare your mind.
Yeah, okay. Like the Ethiopians have always given us a hard time.
So when you say like Ethiopians, you don't say like this game is not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough race.
Yes. So you are prepared mentally.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know whether it happens in athletics, but in football, we see it a lot, in terms of negative talk from the crowd, fans, from competitors, or even teammates. Have you ever experienced any negative talk? And how do you handle such if it happens?
Of course, sure. You know, you can't have like friends 100%. And there's a challenges, people, they can't talk well. When you are racing good, they will talk good in you, they will praise you. But when you run bad, they will start talking like bad about you. So for me, I take it like a challenge. I take it possible. And you know, you can't have fans, they have to talk bad about you. And you can't go and ask somebody, you're talking bad about me, how you can just say it's life. You take it everything like positive.
You just take it as a motivation.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a saying that says the fruit with the sweetest fruits gets a lot of beating. Stones.
True,
People
that is
throw.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they will talk good about you.
yeah. So if you're not good, people will not talk about you. So you take it as a positive.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Um, maybe you've had a lot of experience in running over 10 years.
Yeah.
When you started, you told me you started at 2011.
Yep.
If you now look back, if you look back when you are probably 20 years, when now at least you had finished your Form 4, you could understand well what goes on in the races and what goes on in life. Is there any particular advice you could give yourself then, assuming that now you are seeing Hellen 20 years ago at the age of 20? Is there any advice you would like to give, you would have given Agnes then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hellen,
I
not
can
Agnes,
just
Hellen, sorry.
yeah. Okay. Life is a challenge.
Mm,
And life, there's no shortcut in life. You have to work hard, to work extra hard so
mm,
that to achieve what you need. There's life outside there, the life is good. But
mm,
that life is good, somebody has worked hard for.
mm,
There's no life which is easy. It's
mm,
you to make what you need to be. It's me
mm,
to make what I want to be. So I need to work hard so that I achieve what I want and to get out of my dreams. Everybody wants to be the best and everybody wants to be like the best one in the country. So
mm,
to be the best, you have to sacrifice everything you do. And the first, you have to be self-disciplined
mm,
first and to focus for what you are doing
mm.
and to get up and do. You can just focus, but you can't do. Get up and do what you focus on, and life will be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would tell Hellen to 20, 10 or 15 years ago, you were saying you could have told Hellen, be focused,
Be focused.
be focused, do what you have to do.
Yeah. Nothing comes easy.
Nothing comes easy.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants to achieve something must be focused in what they want to do.
Focus. Don't depend on somebody to help you. Just help yourself first before somebody helps you.
No luck.
Don't bend on maybe on your brother to help you, maybe your sister. It's you to help yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. You are famous. Everybody knows your face. Everybody knows your name in Kenya, in Africa, in the circle. Yeah, you walk around, people want to say hi, selfie, you know. How do you handle this? Does it bother you when people ask you for a selfie, an autograph? How do you maintain that balance?
For me, when I go outside there, I don't know, maybe I'm just that famous. I go just say like any other person until when somebody sees me and say, "Are you Hellen? Can I
Yeah.
take a photo with you?" So I say, "Oh," I take it like possible. So you can just like let me stand and take it. Oh, somebody can say, "Oh, it's you. Can you sign this one for me?
Mm.
I'm your biggest fan." So you can just do it because you are fan. You can just solve and start say hi to them. But for me, I see myself like any other person outside there.
Just normal. Take it normal. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. People struggle. The reason why I'm asking you this, people struggle, celebrities struggle to
Yeah, I
maintain
know.
that life, and most of them hide. You know, it's easy to be famous, but it's not easy to maintain that fame because your life is under scrutiny. People are trying to get anything negative. Some looking for
About
negatives, some looking for positives, but mostly
yeah,
people look for negatives. So you have
yeah,
to be very careful. Most people hide, they don't want to come out, But
true.
as you say, you are okay. You just do
Yeah,
what you have to do and remain as simple as you can. And then
yep,
that makes life easier for you. Maybe probably last one or a second last question.
yeah.
Uh, in your team, I know you've been in the Kenyan team. You train in a camp, a team. You have a coach. You have a manager. In the sports circle, have you ever had any strained relationships? And what contributes to having such kind of strained relationships in a team setup or in a camp setup?
For me, I can just say in my training, when you train with the coach, it's not that long time. Maybe it's not a long time. But when just training, coach can just give you like you need to do this workout. Maybe you don't feel like doing it. You can just like arguing with coach. Maybe you argue with him. I don't want to do this one. So you need to do. Maybe you can just say I don't want to do. My body not feel like you can't force me to do what I don't want to do. I want to do this one, and you can just say I want you to do this one. So that argument maybe you can just you argue like 1 hour. You don't do anything and you can just maybe go and without doing anything maybe in your workout. So that one like it's not a long time. And then for my training mates, we do this one and this one. Somebody don't want to do this one, somebody want to do this one. When you are with a group of people, you can't maybe have one option, maybe somebody will come with other. So that one, but it's not a long term, it's a short term, maybe like for one day you're okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what contributes to this? Is it you don't agree on the training plan well in advance, or what contributes to this kind of strained relationships when it comes to training?
It's about agreement.
Mm.
The coach wants you to do this, and
Mm.
for you want to do this one. And he can't tell you like one day two, you're going to do this one. So your mind tells you I want to do this one tomorrow. And
Mm.
somebody can't change you. Changing your mind, maybe you have said, I want to do this one. And once somebody come like morning hours, like 10 minutes to your workout and say, you need to do this one. So changing that mind and do this one, it's terrible. So that's why that argument you say that I'm going to defend myself. Maybe I'm gonna do this one. And they go say, no, it's only this one. So that argument can like cost you like something.
So it's important to have a training plan or discuss a training plan well in advance.
It's good to have like for 1 week, I'm going to do this one on Tuesday, this one, Wednesday, this one. So you can't like
Mm.
complaining because you have seen what you are going to do, like for today's on Sunday. So I know what I'm going to do on Thursday. So I can't complain. So my mind is fickle, like I want to do this one, so I can't complain about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So I think we are coming to the end of our talk.
Yeah.
Is there anyone whom you can thank for shaping your life or contributing towards your success?
So for me, I can say like my family, without the support from the family, you
Mm.
can't do anything. The
Mm.
family first, they give you support 100%. Like when you don't perform, they're there for you, to give you support. So I can thank my family.
Mm.
I come to my company, my company support me a lot,
Mm.
helping me with training facilities, training shoes. And
Mm.
I can say the government also,
Mm.
like organizing like something for somebody, it's not an easy task. So the government has contributed a lot for my success. So
Mm.
and all the people around me also, my fans support, praying for
Mm.
me. I can't take those one for granted. It's also a
Yes.
big support from them.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. It's always good to be appreciative. Any advice for anybody watching this?
So I can just tell the people watching me to work hard, to work extra hard so that you can live life you want. There's no shortcut in life. It's all about focus, like more especially in sports. It's focus in sports. And when you focus in sports, you won't regret in your life, and your life will be much better. And you will be like the top athletes outside there, the top sports outside there. So it's only to focus and to be disciplined and to trust what you are doing. Without trusting what you are doing, you won't go far. So first you trust your progress so that you can go far and you can do much better.
All right. Thank you, Hellen, for having time to share with us your insights and experience. And I wish you well in your career. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Keep
bye.
in touch. Bye.
Bye.